Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Ready Set Radio Show proudly brings to you tag team champions of the world.
Floaty in the beard.
The road dog, Floaty. The badass, Eric. The new age dumbasses.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Welcome back to a new episode of the Ready Set Radio Show. My name is Floaty Dubs. My mic is not working. You have got to fix this, producer. Get off your ass and fix my microphone.
He's got a case of limp mic over there, dude. Unplug it and turn it all the way around.
You know what? You know what? Do it again, Dubs.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. It is time for the Ready Set Radio Podcast.
Do you smell what the floats is cooking? Welcome back to a new episode of the Ready Set Radio Podcast. I am Floaty. With me, as always, is Beard.
The Beard.
Pushing the buttons like Stone Cold Steve Austin before he got dropped on his neck is the Dubs. And please welcome the first repeat guest on the Ready Set Radio Podcast, 6 foot sexy Nate Burnham. Give it to him.
What's going on, dude?
Do you get timeout for hand gestures? I don't think you do. No timeout for hand gestures, but we do go to timeout for saying the F word.
It's a new thing.
See, you should have just hit it once right then.
I thought about it.
I
really thought about it. But this is why, I do my my sign language. So,
we'd have let you get away with that first one because it'd have been hilarious. So, to start off, thanks for coming back. We've missed you being around.
It was been a little while.
Yes.
We really enjoyed that episode of the podcast, and it kind of helped us jump into more guests. Like, you were so comfortable to work with and to talk to that the next guest was easier and the next guest was easier. So thank you.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited to be back. J-Dubs wouldn't stop blowing up my phone, so here I am.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
And unless you need him for something, in which case he's not responding.
Shots fired!
He was waiting all week.
He's been dying to use that button for weeks.
Earlier in the week, J-Dubs sent me that soundbite and was like, "Can we make this a button?" and we're not even 2 minutes in, and he already hit it. You wasted it, man.
This is a totally new setup. It wasn't like this last time.
Yeah, we are constantly improving our game.
Yeah, a few upgrades here and there.
Yeah, and like the minute you left the last episode you did with us, you were gone for 2 minutes. We were like, should have had him sign the door. And
yeah.
And so you ended up not being the first, but you were the inspiration to start signing the door. And there's only 2 up there right now because we thought about it after you left. And then forgot about it.
For
with
weeks.
like 10 guests. And every time they left, we were like, the door, damn it.
I do like my signature up there.
It is.
It's
really nice.
It works.
It's big and bold, man.
It is. Can you look into my eyes while you say that one more time?
Big and bold.
Now look into my eyes while I look into his eyes and say to J-Dubs.
Shots fired.
So Nate, I can't help but notice this beautiful piece of hardware sitting next to me is different than the one you had last time.
Might even be a little prettier.
Yeah, could you let us know what happened to the last one and where'd this one come from?
Okay, I'll be honest. I lost the last one. Defended it. I defended it a total of 11 times. I held on to that that belt for 364 days.
Did you lose clean?
No. But hey,
hey, if you ever need Ready Set Radio run-in help, man, you just let us know. Like someone's doing the dirty on you. We got Nate Burnham's back.
And for those of you who watched the first episode or haven't even, I don't know anything about wrestling. So what did you mean when lose clean?
Nobody cheated?
Oh, yeah.
I got jumped while the ref was down. And then I got kicked in the face, and it was enough to put me down on my back for 3 seconds. And then, the referee woke up.
Right.
Of course he did.
And,
woke up just in time to tap you out. Yeah.
I'm just like,
that's like day 1 of ref training is knowing when to wake up.
And I missed that. I wish I would have.
I should have missed it.
When to wake up.
So tell me more about this belt.
This is the undisputed, undeniable FWA heavyweight title. Guess how I got it?
By beating the guy who held it before you.
Not only that, I body slammed this guy.
I was right.
And he weighed 452 pounds.
Oh, nice.
So as I have him in the air, I threw my back out and immediately landed on top of him, and it It was luck.
Nice.
It was luck. It worked out in my favor because, I couldn't stand up after that. So I just
Thankfully.
landed right on him, and then it was 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, a new belt. Yeah. This one's a lot bigger, too.
Yeah.
So how long have you been the undisputed, undeniable heavyweight champ?
It has been 4 months.
4
It's been
months.
4 months.
How many
Nice.
defenses so far, you think?
Well, actually, I just defended this title against Don Furio. He's been on All Elite
Yeah.
Wrestling. This was last Saturday.
Nice. Did you
Oh,
body
man.
slam his ass too?
I did, and I'm sure that match is somewhere, but that was by far the best match I've ever had in my career. It was-
fantastic.
Don Furier's
Nice.
a great guy. Last night he just faced Billy Brash. If you've ever heard of him, he's a great guy.
I've heard that name.
Really?
I think so.
You've been watching?
No.
You may have heard
I want to be honest. I have seen some clips because they were showed to me, but I do feel like I've heard the name Billy Brash before.
Yeah. It's freaking violent. He's a violent cowboy. So that's, reminds me of you. So
Well, not to jump the gun, but you got anything coming up here soon?
I'm dying to know because
Yeah.
we'd love to come out and check out a match and maybe do an on location podcast, something or other.
tell you what, there's this promotion called RWA with Julian Strauss. I think it's 2 weeks from now. I'll give you guys a call because every time that I'm in the ring with RWA, I get myself into some trouble.
Uh-oh. That's the kind of wrestling I like, man.
Okay, if you bring your glass, because I need it, and feel free to power slam somebody through, some glass.
I was gonna say, buddy, I know you're 6 foot sexy, bro, but I'm the vanilla gorilla. So if you ever need the help, let me know.
This guy.
Can we say that?
He did.
Okay, cool.
I don't think we're going to bleep it out.
I mean, it's not disparaging. He's talking about himself. I don't know. Let us know down in the comments.
Honestly,
Let us know in the comments if we should have bleeped that out. I have no idea.
Why?
I would have if you had told us we couldn't say that, I would have believed you.
Well,
I can't
we
call myself the vanilla gorilla.
I
said
don't
it
know.
again.
I
He
don't
said it
know,
again.
J-Dubs. I don't know.
I just wanted to see what kind of buttons you would press after that. That's all. I know that the buttons
He
are
didn't
new.
press not a one, dude.
Not a one. Didn't deserve a button. I'm reaching it. I don't even have nothing to press. We'll go to this.
I also rearranged him right before the episode.
I didn't see that. I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Keep him on his toes, man. So this match in 2 weeks, you say?
Yeah.
It's gonna be in High
Where's
Point.
that at?
It's going to be in High Point. Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
And,
perfect.
I'm a little nervous because, I don't know who I'm facing yet, but that's just a part of the game, So I have to stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Doesn't matter because they can't handle 6 foot sexy anyway.
You absolutely right. Hey, look, my signature's on the door. man.
Right there.
Look
There
at
it
that.
is, right there.
I
Can
can't
I
wait.
have an applause button real quick? Look at
Yeah.
that signature.
Where's
man.
it at? Oh, there it is.
Look at that. Yeah.
So just don't get mad at me, Nate. When a year from now that section is cut out and it's on eBay for a few $1,000s, all right?
If you give me, the cut, yeah, we'll be all right.
I mean, I'll give you a little bit.
Okay. Just a little bit,
There's overhead to pay for.
10% finder's
I swear I only sold it for $1,000. I swear it was only $1,000. Here's your half. Somebody unplug those buttons, man.
Never. Ow.
That's what
You just put that anywhere,
See,
Dubs.
look, that was your fault.
This is why, Nate, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. If you drop that one more time, you're going to have to buy a new one.
I haven't dropped this in a long time.
I just want to say how much I appreciate, the callback. Usually things like this don't happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you homie status.
Yeah, you're a regular now.
Yeah.
Get used to that. Quarterly
The first,
appearances.
the first even.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
Because I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but I'm excited about our conversation because it was such a great time last time. So,
Yeah.
So being the professionals that we are, we prepared 4 minutes before you got here.
Actually,
For minutes.
I would be the second one, and I have now a permanent spot here. So
Shut up,
maybe we
J-Dubs.
need to find this guy a permanent spot with the Ready Set Radio Show.
Maybe. What? You said no?
I almost told Dubs he was fired, but I didn't want him to actually take me serious and leave because I couldn't do this without him. So I have no way of really.
It's not that we couldn't, because
Damn.
we did. We just don't want to.
I think he somehow called our bluff before we even fired him the
He
first
did.
time.
He did. He totally did.
I'm not saying
to fire him
how did
would
he
be
call?
hollow words. He knows it ain't shit.
There's nothing to be fired from.
how to what.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, don't make me start paying you so I have a reason to fire you. I will
Oh
do
God, don't do that.
it. Don't make me.
Don't raise morale.
I'm doubling your weekly pay, sir.
Doubling.
You get 4 beers now.
Yes.
4 beers.
Yeah, dude. I'm just
4
like,
beers
where's the
and a
beer?
Taco Bell taco.
We need a beer?
Mama
That
would
guy
be
holding a
proud.
coffee cup. Good God.
Oh, wow.
Nate-
J-Dubs.
Hey, we might have some liquor to put in there.
No.
Quicker.
What? No liquor?
No liquor.
Oh, okay. All right.
What, would you like a beer, Mr. Burnham?
I'll tell you what, though. You can come back for when we hit 100, and you can drink it with us.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We do have a bottle saved for
There's
that.
a bottle here, but it's saved for the special occasion.
It is very safe. Indeed.
Yeah. What was that? He's like, you'll never hit 100.
You're never. It's safe.
It's so safe. Your
bottle's
grandchildren will enjoy
By the
it.
time we open it, that bottle's gonna be worth double. It started out as 6-year. Now it's a 15.
So you guys are on, you're very famous, right? You're very famous, right?
No.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we
Here's
are.
the real
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Here's the real question. How do you guys feel about the TikTok?
Dude, honestly, it's kind of a weight off my shoulders, man. It's a whole platform that we don't even have to worry about now.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Oh no, they reinstated it.
Yeah, they'll read.
yeah, it was gone for like a whole of 2 hours.
I was so ready for the dances to be over with.
But yeah,
Me too, honestly.
Yeah. For hey, what's on TikTok? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It's getting shut down. I was like, cool. But then I caught myself 10 minutes later being like, TikTok. Oh, that's right. It's yeah, it happened. I was like, I'm so glad it's off right now, dude. Like I had about 5 hours.
I think everybody
of
needed a
freedom.
little bit of a wake up call there because
Well, dude, I was so excited because I was just like, okay, I guess this is the first step of, people being social again, besides, scrolling and stuff. And I have a problem.
a lot
with
of big
scrolling.
hopes right there.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, dude, I was
that's
just
some damn goals.
and then I was just like, oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Darn. Well, what do we do now?
Yeah, I think that whether TikTok was permanently gone or not, you're not going to get back people from scrolling in public. Like, because we had it before TikTok. It was happening. I remember working at a place and there'd be parties, right, of like 10, 20, 30 kids coming in to do birthday parties and such. And they'd all be sitting around on their phones, not talking to each other. I'm like, what's the point of coming, guys? Like, y'all could have done this at home. Save all your money. Like,
Yeah, but that's the state of the world now, man. Even we're
look at
slaves
us.
to it.
Yeah, don't
What are we doing here?
I mean, at least we're making a show about like talking.
Yeah.
yeah, we are in the same
I'd like
room
to-
together, in
Controversial
fact.
topics.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a disclaimer that I don't mean our show. You watch our show. Our show's funny sometimes because we're dumb. But don't watch more than our show because you need to get out there and see some trees and breathe some fresh air. Leave your phone at home.
I just again, I like TikTok. I like the trends and stuff, and there are some health like vids that can help. But I just feel like the whole like scrolling thing. I don't really know how to be better and stop.
Yep.
It's tough.
Doom scrolling is a real thing, man. And like you get in these rabbit holes and like you're bad when like all you're doing is scrolling and you're not stopping and watching anything for more than a second. Like what's the point, man? Like you're trying to find something cool to watch, but all I do is skip everything. Like
It's
nope,
tough.
Nope.
Yeah.
And the one thing I was upset about it getting taken down is that there's thousands and thousands of small businesses that use it for advertising. They do it for direct sales. They do it for customer content and staying in touch with their fans in their market.
Yeah.
And shutting down TikTok is going to ruin a lot of small businesses overnight. And hopefully people will move to other platforms to find that content. But there are a lot of people that only use TikTok. There are people that only use Instagram. Not everybody uses everything.
Well, I wonder. This might just be a different take on it, but like, if you as a small business owner are only on one platform, and something goes wrong with that, that's on you. That's bad business on you. You shouldn't be on just one platform.
It's not about being on the platforms. You can't expect your customer base to be following you on all the platforms because like a lot of people get their content from one place. So there's plenty of people that's their customer base that only see their stuff on TikTok, only go to their TikTok shop.
Yeah.
That's the only way they interact with their brand. I'm not saying that any of this is going to be irreversible damage, but it's definitely going to damage some small businesses at least short term.
They're going to have to get that traction back. 'Cause
Right.
I feel like there are people that I don't know how it works when an app force closes or whatever, and then are they going to have to refine that business? Like, are they going to have to
Well, everybody's been working leading up to the shutdown. So for weeks, everyone's been like, hey, just in case this does get shut down, I'm on this platform, this
Right.
platform, this platform. Here's the links. So people have been trying to move their businesses off one platform, but they're still hoping that all their customers caught that algorithm, caught that video, caught the information, and chose to actually do it.
Is that why we're back though? Is that why the TikTok is back?
Now, see, I'm not even convinced that we're back because, it's the website's up and working. You can get to it on your phone again.
Right.
But I've also heard that that's because Apple took it off the store. So, like, you can't get it's not going to be updated anymore. So, like, you can still get to what's there. But, like, as time goes on, it's going to become less and less accessible.
Well, I mean,
I don't even know that it's back. Like, you can
word
access
has
it, but
word has it, information has it that Trump is against the ban and that he's going to extend it and sign legislation to protect it. The big deal is that all these other politicians, I don't want to say anything that seems kind of inflammatory, but there are people in power that have stocks in certain other companies that are competition to TikTok.
Yeah.
And a lot of them bought a lot of shares right before this ban. Right. I'm just saying. But all they really
I
need
feel
is
like this is the kind of inflammatory shit you should be saying though, because this is the stuff that's going to get us like. We could turn that into a short, put it on TikTok, and we'll get seen by people.
I mean,
Let's stoke the algorithms.
There's several things. Fine, I'll tell you. There's several things about TikTok that a governing body that is only interested in themselves would not like about TikTok. One is that we can talk to people in other countries all across the world in real time, find out what their countries are doing, what kind of life they have, how great their government treats them, and we can instantly compare them to what we have. That's one thing they don't like about it. The second thing they don't like about it is that in America, with American-only business, we can say what the we want. Damn it. I'm going to timeout, but we can say what we want.
Finish your statement. Finish your statement.
Find out after the timeout.
Yeah.
Find out after this word from our sponsor.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be in here for 2 minutes.
J-Dub.
What's going on?
All right. Well, so this match coming up in 2 weeks that you've mentioned now.
Yes.
Are you defending this title again? Is that what this is?
This is from a different promotion.
Right.
And when you're 6 foot sexy, you can just bounce from promotion to promotion. And, you look good while doing it and all that. And people were just like, hey, you should compete for this belt. And so I do.
You try to collect them all, huh? It's like Pokemon.
Low key, I get lucky. I don't go in there with the mindset that I should. I don't think that I'm going to win, and then somehow it happens. I don't know what I feel like. Some people say that's the favor of God,
Right. You're literally just going out there to do it, though.
Yeah. There's no.
That's a
other
winner's
feeling.
mindset.
There's no other feeling like it.
That's a winner's mindset for
I'm
sure.
getting all pumped up, behind the curtain, and my music hits. I pop out the curtain, everyone's like, "Yay!" And then you got people like that are gonna boo. So
that stokes the fire, though.
Yeah.
So, whenever you're coming out for a match, what is your main focus? What are you focusing on when you're walking up? Because I know there's a lot going on. People are yelling this, that, and the third. Some are booing. You got your music going, but in your mental, that you're preparing for.
Are you Are you in the zone? Are you in the match already? Have you already started the chess game? Or are you going over your grocery list in your head? What's happening in that minute? Shut up in there.
So listen, honestly, this is a great question, and I never thought anyone would ask. I am in prayer the entire time.
Okay.
The entire time. Even after the match,
Right.
just giving thanks. I'm just like, Lord, thank you
I'm still
for this
here.
opportunity.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
I didn't break my leg. I didn't, I'm still breathing. I also pray for my opponent. They know that this isn't ballet. They know that I'm going to punch them.
Right.
I'm just saying in this sort of predicament.
It's combat sports.
It is. People lose their lives. People get injured. There's been so many injuries within that, what we do. So I pray over myself, I pray over the crowd, and I pray over my opponent. And then the music hits, and then I'm just like, yeah, let's freaking go.
I'm pretty sure that was a whole ass word right there.
Almost. But he's.
It was just the FUC. There was no K on that one.
Let's freaking go. It's go time.
So the next spot, whenever the bell rings and the match is starting, where are you? Like, what are your thought processes there as far as
I am
getting
now,
tactical? Are you going on defense? Are you automatically taking offense and taking control of the situation? Are you reading your opponent, seeing what they're going to do? How do you do it?
This right here is the technical side of things. And, when the bell rings, I feel like I'm backwards. My focus should be on the opponent, but it's on the people. I'm just like, if I can get this person behind me and if I can get that person behind me.
Winning hearts and minds and
Break the spirit down with the other person.
I already know that I'm going to get hurt,
Yeah.
But if I have their hearts, as bad as that sounds, I don't care. If I have their hearts and their support, I feel like I could just get over the pain tolerance or get over the hurdle of pain.
Right.
Oh,
you did it again.
I did it again.
And one of the questions that I wanted to ask, I didn't even share this with them, and I'm hoping they'll find it funny. But like, how much ibuprofen do you go through?
Are you sponsored?
well, that depends. Do you need something? Or
No. I'm curious. You're into you do combat
that a
sports
drug
for
deal?
a living. Like, I need them 800 milligram Motrins, yo.
I don't know if you're being serious or not. I don't even know if I could talk about
Sad
that.
part is I'm the pharmacy tech.
I mean, he's probably just talking about like, are you do you take over the counter pain relief?
Yeah, it's ibuprofen. Like, we're not getting crazy here.
Oh, okay. Because J-Dubs is here and he
Yes,
does,
and he has a checkered past for sure. But
but I do take ibuprofen for sure. There's after a match, depending on how bad it goes, you hurt.
yeah,
The stuff hurts.
combat sports, man. Yeah.
It sucks. And I'm just like, man, I've recently started having, my back starting to give me some issues and stuff. I'm 28, guys, and it's. I don't think it gets better.
No. You will pay for your pains today.
That's the beauty of the wrestling community in 2025. We actually have wrestlers that survived long enough to make it into interviews to tell us that, I'm 4 inches shorter because I kept landing on my butt 16 times a week, and like my hips don't work. I've had all my things replaced. Like, it's
Poor Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, man.
He knew what I was talking about. Anyway. And knowing Hulk Hogan, that could be all bullshit, but he does look shorter than he did.
Yeah,
He's lost inches from falling on his tailbone, 7 times a week.
Can I reiterate this fake thing, the fake wrestling thing, please?
I mean, if you want to talk about it,
You got something to say, man.
That's what we're here for.
You just learned we don't say the F word on this podcast.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Scripted.
So within that, it's one of those things when you do this, it's wear and tear. This all happens in real time.
Yeah.
You only got one. This is one take. If you get in there and you break your ankle, you're gonna be sitting there for like 5 minutes trying to, finish the match anyway. Or you can quit. But
No
Who's going to do that? Yeah.
and the travel from place to place, like the people that wrestle every night, it's. I don't know if you guys have ever been on tour before.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yep.
That's probably the worst.
If it's anything
part,
like that, then
It's worse because those dudes only make like $20 a night.
basically.
20, $25, $30.
Hey, that's $20-$30 more than I ever made.
That's
Hey,
true.
Y'all make money?
One time I made $1 plus tax to get a hot dog after a show.
Yep.
Yep. Other than that, the
your
money
heart.
goes back into the band, man.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
There was one time Adam got paid and he went to put it in his pocket and the wind was blowing and it blew it all over the parking lot. Remember that?
Damn, he name dropped and everything.
Yeah. Adam Smith was running all over the parking lot picking up,
Shout out to Adam Smith.
picking up all the cash.
Shout out to Adam Smith.
I've never seen him move that fast.
Man, I got some stories about Adam Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Adam Smith. Smith. That's SMITH.
ADAM.
Damn, J-Dubs, what's his address? Dang.
I hope he watches this episode. He ain't watching this episode.
You didn't say the magic word.
I wonder, hey, just out of curiosity, if you knew myself or Eric or J Dubs from the music life, and that's the reason why you listen to this podcast, drop a comment real quick because I'm curious how many of you guys knew us before.
That would be, please do. Let us know because
I'm sure
I'm really curious now that you mentioned that.
For that being
averages, it
said-
says it's got to be one, right?
For that being said, same for that man. If you know that man right there from the music scene, let us know.
They're going to be like, who? I changed my name for the wrestling persona.
Right.
But yes.
As well you should.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you changed it because you didn't want J Dubs to track you down.
Well, he still found me.
I know.
Yeah.
He's actually quite the sleuth. You wouldn't think it by looking at him.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm sorry, Dubs.
He only plays dumb in the movies.
You're damn right.
Well, yeah.
I have Oscars.
I would play metal. I started. I don't even remember when I started. But I'm a drummer. You know.
As you showed us before the episode. By
Yes.
the way. You played drums for us before we started. Haha. You don't get to see it. Unless he wants you to, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, you know, well, let me get my chops back. You know, I've been in some pretty cool places with some pretty cool people. But yeah, I've been playing for since I was 8 or something like that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and now I play like gospel. It's weird. It's been a weird transition from like metal to the gospel sort of thing.
Yeah, I just recently started working on some like gospel chops to add into my style. And I love
Smacking whatever surface he can get his stick on.
Yeah.
You know, he used to
loves
say
to
that
chat.
about Dubs too. He used to say that exact same thing about you, J Dubs.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
So I want to hop back to wrestling because I was in the bathroom for most of that, and we talked a little bit before we started the podcast about your finisher. Could you explain what the finisher is, and then we were going to talk about naming it?
Well, I put my opponent into the full Nelson,
Right.
right? And I don't know if you guys ever been in that, but, you know, it cuts off all the oxygen, you know? And then within the full Nelson, I pick my opponent up as high as I can get him because, you know, I stand at 6 foot sexy. I get them on my level, and then I slam them down. So all of their oxygen is leaving their body from the hold and
multiple
from the
steps.
ride.
Yeah. And
from
that-
the ride up to the ride down, and then when they get slammed on the mat, you know, they're just
Yeah.
like, okay, that sucked. I
Just
can't
the air getting knocked out of the lungs is enough to
Yeah.
make them not be able
So
to
full
kick out.
Nelson, they lose the oxygen.
Lose the oxygen.
Then you pick them up,
Yep.
their stomach's in their ass.
Yep.
And then you drop them and
Slams them.
Yeah.
Slams them down, right?
yeah, it's not just a drop.
Well, that was one of the first moves that I've learned when I was training, and I was like, "This is freaking awful. Let me do this with my size. Let me do this with my height too. Let me see how high I can get."
It's quite. It's impressive, dude. It's
Yeah.
very impressive.
It sucks.
But you don't, as of yet, have an official name for that ending move, that signature beautiful move of yours.
I do not. I don't have a name, and I don't. I've never been in a scenario or a room filled with creative minds to come up with a name.
Well, if there's one thing we do, it's come up with good names for things.
Would you look
I was
at
going to
that?
say, if you find one, let us know.
So, did you want to steer away from burning fire-related names, or does it have to be just good enough to be like, yeah, it's fine?
Listen, whatever offers on the table. If it's
Now, I've already got a seed of an idea in my head brewing. And
really?
It's based more on because you say you pick them up. Now we've only just seen the clip, so I've only got the few to go off of, but like I felt like it should have a 6 foot reference in it.
Ooh. And this isn't a trap, guys, so I would have to owe you guys royalties or anything
I
like
like
that.
the idea of
from
the 6
credit.
foot being
Right? Because he picks them up, he brings them on
brings
there,
them up to 6
brings
foot.
them on his level. That's what he just said. 6 foot. I don't know what the word
Nate Burnham says he's got to call his lawyer real fast
They tried to
before
tone
we
it
go
out.
any further in this conversation.
They tried their best to tone it out. I know you guys heard what I said. Like,
Copyright WRSR LLC 2000.
yes.
so you were saying something 6 foot? What?
It needs a 6 foot reference in it. Like
Like basically,
like
it'd be
if,
6 foot
like
slam.
if we were to name it a power bomb, it wouldn't be a power bomb. It would be like a 6 foot
6 foot. Bomb,
6 foot
something like
tall bomb or something like some kind of 6 foot reference
the
to it.
6 foot extinguisher, 6 foot flame.
6 foot Burnham.
I mean,
that. We need. Is there a button for that? It's okay. It's okay.
where were you, Dubs?
do it. The 6 foot slam.
I'm looking.
We need
There's
some
nothing
alliteration,
here.
dude. Some 6 foot slam. That's what it is, right there.
The 6 foot slam.
The 6 foot slam.
Fire view.
And that's cool.
Yeah, the fire view.
And this is why I haven't named it. It's been stuck, but I don't want the full Nelson Slam as the title.
No.
But I feel like there's a lot of different ways that we can name something like this. And to be honest, guys, I'm just not all that creative when it comes to titles and stuff.
Well, we're going to get you, man. We're going to come up with the right thing. If you guys have an idea for the name for that move, put it down in the comments. Hit up Mr. Burnham himself. I'm definitely down to come up with something cool. I love the 6 foot idea. I didn't think about that. I was
Where were you at with it?
on the flame thing, the fuego, the inferno.
yeah.
The Fuego.
I also.
6 foot fuego.
Yeah.
6 foot fuego.
Mercy.
Love it.
It's getting hot.
Hey, not for nothing.
I like the extinguisher,
What
too,
about
by
the
the way.
Fire NATO?
Fire
Fire
NATO.
NATO?
The
You do
Fire
spin
NATO.
I feel like I would have to spin.
You do spin them.
Yeah.
You spin them a little bit
little
because
bit.
they're full Nelson
Yeah.
to
And
that
it's just-
choke to
Yep.
the slam.
What if I did a whole 360 while they were on their way up?
You and him rotating?
Yeah.
That could be cool.
And I'd break my ankle. Ibuprofen. I need it. J-Dubs. J-Dubs.
The 6 foot flame NATO.
Thank you, Lord, the fact that I am still breathing, but my ankle. Yeah, I don't know I think you were in timeout while we were going over that. They were
Yeah,
like,
I heard
hey.
it. I heard it.
You did?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. And
tins,
tins,
and
and tins, and the tins.
Of people who know my name. Not even fans. People who know my name.
They don't even know your real name.
You used to tell everybody that I was a Q list celebrity because that meant that 1 out of 12 times I went to the mall, somebody would recognize me. 1 out of 12 times. But
freaking awesome.
they never knew my name. They would shout my band's name at me all the time. All the time. Just, that's not my name.
It's funny because I just saw an interview with Will Ferrell, and he was like, yeah, nobody's ever just like, oh, hey, man, you're Will Ferrell. That's amazing. They shout things like, you're my boy, Blue.
That's what I would shout if I saw Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that movie.
Well, when you go to hockey games dressed up as Buddy the Elf with a 5 o'clock shadow and a cigarette hanging out your mouth, and people,
Yeah, Buddy was looking pretty haggard in that picture. He was.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, we're back. How
Hey,
y'all
we're back.
doing?
Yeah, it kind of just happened.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Oh, shit.
Cheers.
6 foot sexy Nate Burnham, I have a important question that I am curious about. When you are training, what are you listening to?
Are we talking about training like in the ring or training like just like lifting weights?
I
and
imagine just lifting weights. I mean, imagine when you're working in the ring, you're
listening to
learning-
my coach scream at me.
Yeah. Only listening to the coach, not blocking him out, not thinking negative things towards him. But when
Not going over that grocery list.
But when you're listening to music while you're training, lifting weights and whatnot, what you listening to lately?
I'll be real with you.
Macho Man.
Nothing, because I don't have any AirPods. I lost them. Don't have any,
What a
like
travesty.
any sort of headphones at all.
So you're just lost in thought.
Yeah. Clank, clank.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because
Can we talk about
That's a good thing.
Because I was like, side note, I just got my very first ever pair of Bluetooth wireless earbuds.
Oh yeah, where are they?
You need them? You need them? You can have them. Let's do it. I've
He
never
was
had
about
them.
to say you beat, dude. I'm taking it.
So literally up until 3 weeks ago, I have constantly used corded headphones nonstop.
But basically, when I did have my headphones, I would listen to like Counterparts, Veil of Maya, In Case You Strain,
Nice.
a little bit of Jesus Piece, and yeah, that's those are bops for me.
Nice.
Do you feel you get a better workout listening to metal?
I feel like I get my workout done quicker. Yes.
Yeah, the BPMs are a little higher.
Yeah. I don't know why it's like that, but typically I want to say that I spend like maybe 45 minutes to an hour, right? I'm still trying to shed the holiday pounds that I.
It's always
put
the
on.
worst.
Yeah. So doing that without headphones right now is.
That's no
I believe the kids are calling it raw dogging these days.
not that kind of raw dog and dubs.
No, it actually. Oh,
find the button. Where's it?
That term means something else to dubs.
That was great.
that term
I don't
means
even know
something
what to
else
say,
to
right?
anybody if you're over 30,
Like I have kids.
or even close to it, I guess.
So Nate, do you play PlayStation 5?
Oh, nice. You still on that?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Just curious.
here we go.
You play any video games?
I play Brawlhalla. Do you guys know what that is?
I haven't played it yet, but yeah, it's kind of
No
like
idea.
Fortnite, right? It's like a arena PvP.
It's
kind
like
of thing.
like a platform game. So basically, it's the what's that game on 64? Smash Bros. Is a Smash,
Yeah,
right.
but it's like 2D stuff.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And I broke my my PlayStation controller.
Haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
And,
Are you a violent gamer?
I try not to be, but I noticed that I'm a violent person. So it's just like, man, consoles are great. The headsets are great if you have them, but I don't want to buy anything that's super expensive anymore because
them controllers aren't cheap anymore, man.
at all.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's why I didn't want to have something that expensive in the house because I too have been known to break a controller or 10 in my life. So I've done it a lot.
I've been enjoying my break. I have not bought a new controller since then. This has been like maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I'm dying on the inside.
You need to borrow a controller.
Can understand that.
No, give me another like 2 days, and then I'll hit you up for sure.
Just come over and play. We'll play some hockey or something.
Heck yeah.
What are you playing when you do play? Are you playing anything specific besides the brew?
I tried the Call of Duty, but I'm trash. The new
Yeah,
Call of
dude.
Duty.
Bro, if you're not 12, everyone's trash.
Yeah, I don't know why I used to be good. When Black Ops 2, my God, I was amazing. And now, I guess.
I tried NBA 2K24 and I destroyed the tutorial.
Yeah.
And it was absolute
Everybody
dog shit.
destroys the tutorial.
I was like,
dude.
this game's gonna
That's
be-
why it's the tutorial.
This game's gonna be awesome, and then I'm playing against Stephen Curry. I'm like, oh, the computers are better than me. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it makes you rethink life. It's just like, am I really supposed to be like playing this and getting mad at my TV screen? I feel like I should just go back to TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Learn to dance. Learn
Learn to dance, yeah. Learn to dance.
Switching gears, have you watched any football lately?
I'm not a football guy. You guys,
Really?
You guys got to kick me out right
Yeah.
now. I have my doppelganger, which is Cam Newton, but
Yes.
That's okay.
Oh,
It's okay. You're not a football guy because he's a Panthers fan. I'm a Saints fan. So this year we're not football guys either.
I'm going to tell you, I got on his nerves so bad when I first met him about the Cam Newton thing.
No,
dude, it was
To the point where
yeah.
I saw it in his face, and if you noticed, I stopped saying it because that last time you were just like, "Bro, I'm about to."
we all
we're
know
about
he
to-
shares a slight resemblance with.
Nah,
the
dude.
goofy-ass
Before
QB.
when I first met him, bro, they were like
Yeah. There's
spot on.
a racial joke in there somewhere too. I'm not gonna be the one. I just
Damn.
know it's there, and
So I like to believe.
You're gonna get us 6 foot up.
Hey, that's the name. That's the name. That's the finishing name.
Nah, you're good on that one. You just named
yeah,
it.
dude.
No,
That's a trip to the timeout box that's worth
Yes,
it
it
right
is.
there, dude.
Yes,
He
it
just
is.
named the move. That was hilarious.
Oh my God, this
Nice.
And to add to that, yeah, I feel like back in the day, I looked almost identical to Cam, and that's before he did all the crazy stuff with his hair too.
Yeah.
But
Sort
I
of
guess
like Jay-Z.
my hair has kind of changed a little.
It's different than
Bro,
the last time we saw
dude,
you.
you are built. You are built to play football, guy.
Yeah, I should have.
Like those hands, dude. Like those are receiving hands if I've ever seen them.
they're big,
You got big hands.
Hey, what? You're 6'5"?
sexy.
Go away. We don't want any.
Yes, I'm 6'5".
That so, dude. Like that's man.
And I feel like if I would have applied myself, I would have been great at football or basketball. And I was
True that.
Yeah. Instead, I was on the freaking marching band.
The music destroys lives, bro. I'm telling
It does, man. It
On
does.
the drum line,
Yep.
carrying around this big ass bass drum. And then I switched to the quints, like the
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Then I went to the snare drum, and now I'm playing kit for the. That's when I started playing the metal stuff.
Yeah.
Like right after high school, fresh out of high school, I was just
Yeah.
like, let me get in a band, and formed Final Punishment.
He didn't ask, and I'm surprised. But what you beating on these days? What are you? Mapex
Damn,
guy,
J
or-
Dubs. Why don't you try that again?
What- What type of
dying, dude.
What type of?
I was dialed in. I was like, yeah, what?
I thought he was about to be like 5'3", blue eyes, blind. Oh, you were talking about the drum set. My bad.
Listen, Nate Burnham keeps a very personal and private lifestyle.
There's enough to go around for everybody.
I'm using I think it's a white DW. I forget what kind of model it is, but it's a DW kit, and it's very nice.
Nice.
I should have sent a picture in, but, I play that every Sunday for worship, and it sounds amazing.
Nice.
It, even when I mess up, it still sounds amazing.
Now, before we started the show today, you actually sat down with Floaty's kit a little bit. Was that your first time playing an E-kit like that?
Yeah, he has it where it's this is like the first E-kit that I've played where you could
Sensitive.
Yeah, but it's very,
multiple zones in one pad, and
it's very well calibrated.
Yeah, it's very clean.
There's no lag.
He's put a lot of time into it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long did it take you to do this E-kit setup?
He can't answer you. He's in.
One was 6 hours.
He says 6 hours, but he's had it for a lot longer than that. He's probably put a lot more time than that into it.
So it's 6 hours. You said.
At least, yeah.
Okay.
That was the initial.
Man.
But yeah, I was going to ask, as far as playing an acoustic kit and playing that one, what was kind of like? I'm sure there was some both sides, good and bad, that you kind of felt in that little bit of playing. I'm a hard hitter, and I feel like when I play, this is any E-kit, I always feel like, when you hit the cymbals or you hit the drum, I can hear the click of it and, hear the sound after. So there's always like a slight delay, except for this one for some reason, but I'm always
He'll tell you about it. It's a Bluetooth thing, and it only works.
Tag out.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he was like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Let me come out.
I was talking about another one. It's just
got
different.
different
one.
sets.
No, I'm
mixed
talking
up.
about me. He was, hi.
No, it was great. But the reason that the 6 hours was spent recently building that new kit inside of that drum set was because of those reasons. The acoustic kit offers things tactily that Ghost Notes specifically is why this started. I've gotten into Ghost Notes and progressing my skills, and I just wasn't happy with how they were responding on the kit as I had it set before. So I spent 6 hours over 2 days refining all the trigger zones until it was responding closer to an actual acoustic snare drum specifically. And then I didn't stop there. I did a whole bunch of work on the cymbals and stuff and the toms to have dynamics. You were playing around with the dynamics, and that is pretty impressive with that kit.
That was freaking amazing.
And you could fine tune it, you wouldn't believe, to your exact specifications. So if you know that this amount of pressure on a normal kit sounds a certain way, you can make it sound that way with that amount of pressure. And then as your pressure goes up, what your drums sound like. You can dial it in. It's such a crazy technology that wasn't available 10 years ago.
And with worship, dynamics are a big thing.
Yep.
And when I came in and just you giving me the honors to I was like, wow, this is pretty accurate when it comes to that. So good job. That's crazy.
Thanks, man. I'm happy with it for sure. Happy with it. It's not the final version. There's still things I want to adjust. But with this new setup, the hi-hat works a lot better, has more dynamics, has more of a sweeping opening sound when you're opening the pedal, which was lacking in other kits. Mm-hmm. Other kits don't have that at all, where it's either closed or it's open. There's no
middle ground.
There's no opening it up and hearing that swell.
Yeah.
So I worked on that. Yeah, but we're talking about drums. This is a segue we shouldn't have got into. So I'll probably edit some of that out because no one wants to hear me talk about my drums for 15 minutes.
No, stop, please.
Shut up, guy.
I wish
You
that-
shut up, guy.
Nate.
Have they seen? I'm sorry. What's up?
Oh, I was just going to say, with your kit at church, do you have a plexi in front of you?
I sure do. Yes, I do. And it's weird because it's classified as a room, right? But I'm bigger than the room. So like
The room's only 5 foot lame. You're 6 foot sexy.
yeah. So and mind you, we have the altar, right? Well, you have the congregation, then you have the altar, and then you have a second level that, you have the the piano player, bass guitar, and just like regular guitar.
Right.
And then you have on the third level is the drum room. And I have to, it's like a hike to get up there, you know?
Oh, wow. You have, like, so you're solid, you're completely
Isolated.
isolated. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Thank God I am. No, but yeah, it's a whole nother world is what it feels like. There's a lot of steps. I get my leg day in every Sunday, climbing up to the drum room.
My view of Sunday service is exactly the opposite of yours, because you are on that wall facing forward, and I'm at the sound booth facing forward. So like it's exactly the opposite. In the church that I work for, it's similar. We don't have 3 risers, but we do have two elevations for the singers and then one for the band. The band's off camera now. They used to be on camera. I don't know. I guess they're trying to tell them something.
They don't rate no more.
But good musicianship. Our drummer is fantastic.
Nice.
He gets a lot of practice. He's in like 3 or 4 wedding bands.
How's that?
That's
how's the rest of the band?
They're great. They're fantastic.
I'm missing something. Please tell me.
We'll tell you after when we get off air.
I don't talk about my work life on my podcast. I like to keep my work life.
There's reasons for that, but we'll talk about it after.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Not yet.
I mean, the musicianship in our band is amazing. There are consistency issues when it comes to like volumes, but other than that, they're a great band, great singers. It's a fun time. I like my job. Mixing sound is strangely enough a big passion for me that I didn't know I had, because I knew I loved recording music and producing in the studio and engineering in the studio, but mixing live audio, I really love doing it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Don't know how the system works. No, there's a certain point with all the digital age mixers. There's a certain point as you get into it where I'm like, that's the limit of my knowledge.
Yeah.
But like I was telling Eric, like when you think about it, it's the same stuff that's on an analog board. It's just you just got to pull up that screen, and now you can work on it. Push the button for EQ. Push the button for compression. Then you can work on it. But yeah, just the actual art of mid-song painting the sound. I'm not the sound guy that sets your levels and then walks away from the board. I'm constantly mixing. I'm constantly bringing in reverbs. I'm constantly bringing in delays and like adjusting. When he's swelling cymbals, I'll pan them left and right manually in the church. No one's noticing but me, but man, it sounds awesome. You know what I mean?
You're home in your craft.
Yeah. I love it. So yeah, we literally have the opposite view on Sundays.
And the view that I have, even though I have, this drink in my hand, I feel like I gotta reiterate, like it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, like seeing, like all these people, with their hands up, at this view, it's just,
that drum throne's the best seat in the house, man.
Yep.
Honestly.
It is.
Honestly. And I should have taken some pictures, but, I get lost in the flow of things anyway, So, I'm just happy.
It's good. That means that you're there for the right reasons. Yeah. Because there's plenty of musicians that are just there for the paycheck.
Yeah. No, that's not it at all. Yeah. I mean,
I'm just there for the paycheck.
Dude, I'm not perfect at all.
Hot damn, let's do it.
I'm not perfect at all, but, I definitely love what I do. They bless me, of course.
See, the church that I work at, on the wall when you walk in, it says no perfect people allowed.
Wow.
Yeah. They're
That's
cool,
deep.
man. It's a cool church,
sin.
man.
Yeah.
And like I've been there 3 years and not once have I ever felt pressured to be like a part of the church and like believe what they believe.
Yeah.
But they're great people. I have like everybody that I work with, and all the singers are great, and 90%.
Yeah, 90%. There's always I feel that. That. There's usually I'm the weaker link in things, but people just kind of they're just like we love you. Get better,
Keep trying.
Keep trying. As long as you keep trying, you'll be all right.
Yeah, the entire nature of my job is I get paid to be able to adjust on the fly and make anything that they want to throw at me work. That's my job.
Yeah.
Pretty good at it. Haven't gotten fired yet.
Yeah.
So, what we haven't talked about yet is my view on Sundays. It's usually just like this, except less clothing.
So what?
We
ass
record
on
on
the couch.
Sundays.
What is less clothing? Like, what is less
Like I'm in my underwear.
Brown chicka brown brown.
It's not a pretty sight.
I was about to say, Floaty, wait till he gets comfortable enough to come here in his whitey tighties.
He's
Are
been
you
here
in your underwear and your socks too, or no socks? Or is
It depends on how cold it is.
Tube or ankle.
Okay.
Ankle, always.
Just wanted to make sure.
Inquiring minds want to know, guys.
Tube socks are for other things.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the quality entertainment you get here on the Radio Set Radio Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can't find it anywhere
Professional.
Man, I'm glad to be back. This is great.
I'd like to talk to you about wrestling, not your wrestling, for a few minutes before we leave. Is that cool? Like, I want to talk about the other products that we watch as consumers.
No, screw that.
All right, come on.
About my
Damn
business.
it.
3 times in one episode.
Yeah!
This
Look at
guy.
Warm up your seat.
He's even got his ears buckled to his pants so he can get up and do it quick. Wow.
You know, it's just because I like you guys so much. I'm not ready to leave. He said, before you leave, I was just like, no, we're not. Somehow I knew you were going to drop that bomb, buddy.
Yeah, no, we're not leaving yet.
Damn, Floaty.
No, we got time.
So
I'm not sure if I want to let the people know what you said or not. I don't think they can hear you, so we'll just...
J-Dubs, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you still playing music?
Man, terribly, but sometimes. The only music that I've been doing here recently, my kids are now they're freshmen. So Aiden's playing basketball, Ava's cheering. So sure. I thought, and this is going to get a little deep and sentimental for me, but
we're here for
a
man.
long. Thank you.
Nate, you make him cry, I'll give you a high five.
Good luck. For a long time here, recently, I've felt like my musical career was kind of in vain. It added a lot more problems to my life than it did good. And I've done a lot of playing catch up in my life, financially, being responsible, being a parent. So a lot of times I would go in my studio and I hadn't touched anything in my studio for months. I'd just go in there and look at it and would just be mad at it just because I just had this hate for it. With that being said, my kids growing up and now being in school and being in sports and stuff, I found a new calling for music. I've been able to do the music for their intro coming in to the court and stuff. I do all the cheer music, putting together their routine music and stuff.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man, and it's given me a new life as far as music, and it's made it all worth it now. Yeah. So you want to talk about some beautiful shit? Like that's like kind of full circle for me.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, that's how I met you outside of the Woods of Terror, right? I think there was this band that you were in called Chasing
Skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were a cover band, did 80s and 90s.
But it was
Hence the
amazing.
name.
It was good. It was great.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was.
And
the people in the band were toxic. Some of them were, I will say, but the music was, I mean, they were seasoned musicians. And it was a lot of fun. It's definitely was the most money I'd ever made as a musician. Playing
those cover bands, dude, those cover bands. It like that.
I'm not getting up anymore. You're
3 times in one episode is a lot to make anybody deal with, Floaty.
See now?
Shots fired!
Hey, that is fun.
Stop leaning into the mic.
Shots fired!
Look what I could do.
So your share of toxic musicians, I understand that. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But it's just like, when we, I feel like it's on us to keep, trying to pursue.
My last name is Smith, Smith.
Damn.
No, hold on.
Hit that shots fired button again.
That was a shotgun fire right there. That was two.
You don't have anything on that. You don't have anything on that to.
That was a shot on two different. Yeah, that was on two different people.
Dude, that was amazing. Do you have like a
That's awesome.
a explosion button or something? That's
We need a new one.
That's what that was.
Here you go.
Burn him!
Damn near killed him.
That was good. That was good. But that's the thing. It's like whenever I feel like the moment that you decide that the music avenue is not for you, I feel like you're not going to bear much fruit with that. It's like you got to keep going and maybe discard some of the people
Music's
that you've been associated with.
I think music's a funny thing that way because it hinges on other people.
It does.
For so much of, like, you could be a solo artist, but then all the work falls on you. And these days it's too much for one person, man.
Yep.
So like, there's that part of it, but also it's, I don't know. It's a funny thing because like, there's opportunity for J-Dubs to be able to perform too, because like that's the other side of music, and we're building a bigger show that involves more people, and he wants to be a part of it. So like we want to bring him in, but there's so many moving pieces. It takes so long for us to figure out how we're doing this and what we're doing, and we need like a fire under our ass 9 times out of 10 to actually make anything happen. So like there's room for that coming up that's going to be beyond what he just mentioned. We just haven't gotten there yet, and we're still working on it.
Time.
It's, dude, and as much as I hate it, and you have to have it because it without taking the time to do it and make it what you need it to be, to like, if you take this idea and you build it into something that you want to take care of you by making money or whatever, then you got to put the time into it, because it's nothing ever comes for free, you know? So like that time that we got to put into it, that's what we're doing right here now. And it's so many long hours and just like talking and trying to visualize and trying to plan and trying to execute and and it's so much. It's so much.
Especially with Ready Set Radio, man. There's so many intricate parts that are moving.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
it's a big deal, man. And I feel like now that we've got the holidays behind us, and 2024 sucked a little bit as far as the band went, and you know, that's neither here nor there. But I feel good about where we're going to be able to go, and I like the idea of adding even more theatrical elements to it, up to and including a wrestling match. Like let's just dream here for a second. We're doing the podcast live with the band, and then we've got Nate Burnham with an opponent come in to break some glasses and make a show in the middle of the show that's already showing.
Ready, set, 6 foot sexy.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
I feel like
that would be a cool.
It would be dope. Dude.
I
It would be
really
dope.
feel like
that's
would be...
not some shit you're gonna see anywhere else, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And it's not that far out of reach though either.
It's
Are you
not,
guys
dude.
offering me a contract right now?
Well, you know,
if you're
Awesome.
expecting
I
money,
agree.
then
Let's
you're
do
in the
it.
wrong place.
yeah, I was
already
gonna say
agreed
there's
to it, you know?
there's not any money involved in this contract.
Let
but
us know
there's-
down in the comments if we should get Nate Burnham a contract for Ready Set Radio Show.
Oh man,
That would
do
actually
it.
be
That
cool.
would be
yeah, that would be cool.
I like that.
We've even got I could make a contract happen. We could do it.
Yeah.
Non-disclosure for sure.
Yeah,
In fact, we should start having those here for the podcast.
for damn sure.
As soon as somebody walks in, hey, sign this real quick.
Don't read it.
Hey
just sign
man,
it.
we don't want to turn this into a Diddy party, okay?
Whoa, dude.
Why not?
He made them all sign.
He said, "Why not?"
We can fix that in post. We can fix that in post.
No, we can't.
That's staying.
That's staying.
Yeah, I'm not going to edit that.
Hey, to be fair,
Nate Burnham's
it's a fair question. It's a fair question. Why not?
Why not?
I don't know, man. Maybe because it's illegal and it hurts people. I don't know.
Nah, we don't have that much room to have that much lube laying around.
And we ain't got enough money to be getting away with it either.
Hey, not for nothing, but just Ready Set Radio in general could benefit from some 6 foot sexy security, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey, don't worry. You know, my people know your people. You, know,
you would have
I'll
the
just-
easiest job in the world.
We just got to get
we
the
have
manager on
our
board.
fans are tens of
Hey,
people.
It would put you to work faster than you would have to like bounce somebody.
We could
For
be
the tins and tins and tins, baby.
Yes, indeed.
we could be your reverse entourage, where like you show up, everybody's like, "Man, he's rolling 10 deep," but you're protecting the 10 dudes around you. That's the-
Can I have an applause, please?
I'm sorry. I don't know which button does what.
Yeah.
I just pushed all the buttons. I have no idea.
Okay, you can have your seat back now.
This is
I think you guys need to switch.
I just want to say, apparently, this is a highly skilled position.
And this is what it sounds like before my music hits in the arena. Boos, yays, and that weird, sad trumpet. That weird trombone thing.
If you want, I can add that trumpet to the beginning of your music.
Okay.
So it starts with wah wah wah, then right into the Burnham stuff. Are you using a licensed song, for lack of a better term, or did you have anything original made? Because I know a guy who knows a guy.
Well, it's actually funny because I hit him up after he was on the podcast and said something about making a song for him, and I had an idea and threw it out, and then life happened and we kind of just stopped talking about it. But yeah, actually that was in the works.
Thank you, sir.
I am still trying to find my song. I really am. I don't know what kind of music I need to set the tone, because that's what's most important.
Right.
When you're, if you're wrestling in front of somebody that's never seen you before, you got to set the tone,
Right.
And, when I feel like what I give off in the ring is, of course, I'm a tall, charmingly confident type of guy. So I also want to get the point that, don't let the face fool you, that I mean business. I can't help that.
So I'm hearing like there's like I've got three directions you could take that in, right? You've got Bruce Wayne,
Oh God.
you've got Batman,
Yeah.
and then you've got Bond. So like
That's actually pretty good.
which one are you looking for?
Let's make a love child with all three.
Yeah.
Well, I hear a little bit of nuanced gladiator in there too.
Ooh, I could see that. I could see that.
And look, we're
Damn,
hear
J
it.
Dubs, drink. I'll drink to that.
Literally, this is a room full of musicians and talent.
This is what we do.
Creative minds. Yeah.
This is what we do.
So
Curate vibes.
we might be onto something.
Yeah.
And we came up with a finisher name today as well.
Are you keeping that?
Which one did you decide on? Out
The
of
one
all
that
of
you
them?
said.
The 6 foot Inferno.
Nope. He's trying to put you in timeout again, dude.
we named so many. I forgot there was one. That was
Hey,
really,
you know what? You've done it 3 times this episode. I'll take one for you.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's called the 6 foot up.
Is there? Where's the explosion button?
That is. That sounds different than the last time.
Yeah, yours sounded like a freon exploding out of a copper line.
I really do.
Okay, I'm headed that way. All right, yeah.
The 6
I'm
foot
on tour.
You going in the bathroom with him? Oh. That was almost a different show altogether.
Yeah. 2 guys, 1 bowl.
Hey, so this is what it feels like when you're not the one in timeout.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's nice.
That's weird. I feel like right now I should be waiting for Eric to say something.
Yeah, I was about to say the only thing that we're missing is someone yelling.
He's peeing. He can't concentrate on 2 things at once.
Bro, he
He's
goes in
fully
there and
committed.
he actually uses the bathroom.
That's how bad he is at multitasking. He can't even pee and talk at the same time. Did you hear the stream stop when he said that?
That's talent right there. So what is that? Another 2
damn.
minute?
2 more minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to spend the rest of the episode.
The best part about this, no one has spent 2 minutes yet.
I usually spend way more
we
than
keep
2
no
minutes.
count. There's no timer in there.
I'm usually laying there for 5 or 6. It's just kind of nice every once in a while. Get a break,
Yeah.
just a little bit. So I recommend saying the F word once an episode, or 3 times an episode, I guess.
I'm just not here as frequently, so I'm taking up all the time, and so
well, it doesn't count for guests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So unintentionally, before
I'm not falling for it.
before Nate walked into the station today, I was outside. I caught him outside, and I told him about the timeout rule for saying the F word. And I said, "Don't worry about it. It's usually just me." And it's usually like 3 times an episode. And I said that. And that's what happened.
He did. He
And I
called.
didn't mean to do it. I don't ever mean to say it because I have to edit it out. But,
That's just more work for you.
I've gotten pretty fast at that part now.
I also noticed.
I've done it a lot.
See?
Oh, hey, dude, check out those buttons. They're real fun.
Have you gotten to the part where you can tell what the word looks like based on the sound wave?
Yes. Yeah, I can visually
Been there.
see the F word now.
It's easy to pick out when you're looking at the sound wave. There's
It's
one.
kind of easier on our show because usually right when the F word happens, there's a whole different looking thing because we're all laughing and like, no one's talking.
I like the way that you guys operate. I'm just going to put that out there. It's
Really?
pretty
Because
great.
we don't really know how we do that. We just kind of We don't
just
really
happens.
have. That's the only rule we have.
I feel like it's more of a chemistry thing, and you guys have good chemistry.
I'll agree with that.
That's not.
Yeah, they have great chemistry.
Yeah.
Hey, who are you?
See?
What did the cricket button look like again?
It's square.
I don't know what it sounds like.
Will you hand
but it sounds
Nate
like that.
the buttons? I think it'll reach.
It won't.
I unstrapped the Velcros. It might. So I see. I had some real sentimental stuff to go with your sentimental music stuff, but like we're way past that now.
Go ahead and kill the vibe. Go for it.
So like I'm not going to get into it, but I know what you're talking about. For me, it's went from being a original music. You were writing songs, performing songs, put a record, tore the record, put a record, tore the record, rinse, repeat, to a cover band. And recently, very recently, it has become something that I feel that I am missing in my musical life, which is the actual creation of a new song. It's something that I did a lot of. I've written tons of songs, but I haven't in a long time. I get ideas, and I start the process, which is usually me and an acoustic guitar and some extracurricular activities. But then it doesn't go anywhere anymore. Back in the day, I'd come up with an idea and I'd be able to take it from point A all the way to point C and finish the song and write it. So I think I'm starting to learn that whole if you don't use it, you lose it kind of mentality. It's very much like riding. It's not like riding a bike.
It's just like in Home Alone 2 when he's talking about the rollerblades.
What?
That's
the flip.
spot on.
You know what?
I like
That's reason number 5. I love you, dude. Just that right there. I don't even know what he's talking about. There's rollerblade conversation.
Yeah, remember he's talking to the homeless pigeon chick?
Homeless pigeon chick.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I had this pair of rollerblades, and I was afraid I was going to mess them up, so I never wore them. And then one day when I finally was like, you know what, I'm going to break them out, they didn't fit anymore.
Fit. I got you. I remember.
Yeah, there was some philosophy there.
I don't watch that one as much as the first one.
I thought you were just trying to be vague.
Yeah.
No, there was
The pigeon chick.
I won't
The
lie.
homeless pigeon feeding chick.
Since the holiday season wasn't that long ago, I just got done watching that movie, and I was there. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
You're
Like
welcome.
some freaking queen of the pigeons. I don't know what that.
She was
about.
homeless.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
The homeless pigeon chick?
Queen of the pigeons.
Queen of the pigeons.
I was in drama department.
Beard. What is that?
I thought you were King of the Frogs.
Oh yeah,
God of the
that was
Frogs
after
or something like that.
dude, man,
On the
that's,
WB.
that's a whole damn story. So like, tell the story. For about 4 years straight. It was soon after we became friends, but for about 3 or 4 years straight, the actual animal of frogs seemed to follow me. Like, I'd open my back door, there'd be like 4 frogs hanging out. One time I was driving home to Thomasville, and it was like a plague. There was tens of thousands of frogs all over the highway.
And you were like,
Dude, you couldn't avoid them. You could not avoid them. But they were constantly everywhere to the point where, like, you designed a frog king tattoo for me that I never got. So it became like my spirit animal, which kind of hurts my soul because my favorite animal was a mallard duck. And you make fun of me all you want. Ducks are the shit.
what?
A mallard duck?
Mallard ducks. I don't know why.
Are those the greenhead ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like just
Make
ducks
sure
in
that-
general are my favorite
You were
animal.
on point with your birds today.
Good, man.
Like,
You got the duck, you got that one, like you got them all, dude.
Hey, I'm the bird man. I fly in anywhere.
Collect the whole set.
I thought it's because you shit on my shoulder.
Okay, on that note,
What the hell was I talking about?
I think it's time for us to call it a day. Y'all have been great.
This is the reason you guys watch the Ready Set Radio podcast. Hey, I want to hear them talk about something and then jump to something else and then never come back to the original topic.
We are the king of it.
Yeah, like we don't have a format. If you haven't noticed, our format is to not have a format.
Yep.
But I do know something that this show
works.
needs. This show needs even more frequently appearances of Nate Burnham. Nate Burnham.
Oh, I was just kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If nothing else, you bring the kind of energy we were looking for to the show, man. And
Yeah.
like I wasn't.
We want to get together, do a promo for a live match, and show up at the match.
I want to show up at a match and
It's crazy because you mentioned that you guys know Julian, and
Yep.
it's that could probably be arranged.
We're gonna reach out to him, talk to him, be like, hey man, we need to do a little cross promotion thing. Do a little Ready Set Radio podcast live from the show, and then a little bit of your show from the podcast. Nate doesn't have to be the only person that comes on the show, but he's my favorite. because he's 6 foot sexy.
Is there a button for that?
There will be
A button for that. There will be.
There
one
will
day.
be.
66666.
Somebody make a button for that. With the
Get on it,
explosion.
J-Dubs.
I got you.
We'll put an explosion on it. Right? 2 buttons, 1 stone. Is that right? No. 2 birds, 1 button. What's the phrase there?
Nice.
2 birds, 1 button. That's a good one.
Sincerely, I love you all. So,
We love you, man.
too, brother.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you guys for checking out the Ready Set Radio podcast. Nate Burnham, 6 foot sexy. Tell them again when you're going to be performing.
You know what? Right here and right now, this would be, that cutaway where I give you a Stone Cold Stunner.
Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
We will see you guys.
move the mic. Let's do it right
We will see you guys next time on the Ready Set Radio podcast. Take them away, Dubs.
I don't want to break this, but I'll break your face.
Push a button.
But I'll break your face. I suppose I could have been changing camera angles.
This is the finish right here.
Yeah.
But then
That's gonna be Burnham.